Back in the 70s, board games and improv theater had a baby, and it was called the role-playing game. These games allowed a generation of kids to live out their dreams of slaying dragons and saving kingdoms, all while sitting in their bedrooms and basements. Today, gaming has moved into the cultural mainstream, and role-playing games are back with a vengeance. Join us now as 5 of these former kids come out of the basement and onto the internet to experience adventure, mystery, and obscure pop culture references. It's time for Roll for Combat!
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat Starfinder Society Edition. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's show, we continue with part 2 of Cries from the Drift. And after last week's thrilling Vesk combat, they find the ghost ship adrift, and they manage to board it. But what will they find, and are they alone? Find out this week. So a few very quick show notes. One person wrote us and actually said that we did Flyby wrong, and after thinking about it and talking to him, he was right. We actually were doing it wrong last week. This is one of those cases in which I actually went to PaizoCon and they were doing Flyby like this, and also Starship Combat is something we haven't really done a huge amount. I've done it about 10, 11 times, and it's actually not a maneuver that we really did very often. So it was an innocent mistake, and now we all know that Flyby attack, it doesn't allow you a free attack. All it does is allow you an attack using any weapon, and then you can attack the enemy on any quadrant. It's actually not that great in retrospect, and it didn't really break the game too much, as that combat was kind of over anyhow. But it is good to know that when we make a mistake, we always try to own up to it and say what we did and how to correct it. Also, in this week's show, I do want to warn you that we do talk a lot about just some general Starfinder Society information. One of the big things we talk about is infamy points and how they work, and that's for the first 11 minutes or so. We just talk about general Starfinder stuff before we actually get into the adventure. So if you're not interested in Starfinder Society or how infamy points work or anything like that, just skip the first 11 minutes or so, and then we go right into the adventure. And one of the main reasons we talk about this is that 2 of the people on the show, Lauren and Rebecca, are brand new to Starfinder Society. And one thing that's different with Starfinder Society with pretty much any other role-playing game is that there is a general set of rules that everyone has to follow, and that includes some alignment rules, and where everyone has to play kind of good/neutral, and if you do play evil, there are consequences. And they weren't completely aware of this, so that's kind of we got into this large discussion of how infamy works and what it means for Starfinder Society. So again, if you're not interested in any of this, just skip ahead and you'll get right to the adventure. And finally, for those of you who are just interested in Starfinder Adventure with Roll for Combat, we have a new podcast feed. That's right, if you look on iTunes or Android or Stitcher, just look for Roll for Combat Starfinder Society and you will find the feed. The feed will only give you our Starfinder Society shows and not the regular Roll for Combat show, in which we do interviews and are currently playing through the Dead Sons adventure. So if you're interested in just that, just subscribe to the Starfinder Society podcast instead. Or you can subscribe to both. That would be great. That's what I do. You can do that too. Otherwise, let's get into the show. So last we left off, you guys fought a semi-honorable battle with the Vesk. There was a little touch and go there, but I guess you managed to convince me it was honorable. And because of that, you managed to get some armor, get a machine gun, get some credits. You tried to fit as much garbage into this tiny, tiny vessel. Quinn wanted to just stay there and open up a mining colony, but obviously you didn't have enough room or time. And now you have finally found the Honor Bound, and of course it is caught in a gigantic storm that is quickly going to overtake the Honor Bound and eat it up before you have time to tow it away So you guys are kind of on the clock. But first things first, you did find a squad machine gun, and you also found some Golem Forge plating Mark II armor. Now, who is going to hold those? Now, before we do that, Jess is, I think, the only one who can have the machine gun. But Jess or Pollux can take the armor. So, fight. Here comes fight.
Well, I don't use guns. I am not a gun user. So,
Chris Beemer is playing the human mystic, Pollux Germanicus.
I would definitely like to throw my hat in the ring for the armor. I'm wearing Golem Forged Plate Armor 1 right now.
Yeah, so...
I've got, I think, almost no armor.
Rebecca Wigandt is playing the human soldier, Jess.
Jess is a soldier and has... You have armor.
Let's see.
Well, Jess is a soldier and has garbage armor, and Pollux
It sure
is a mystic who somehow has heavy armor because he's insane.
Yeah.
Not only do I have heavy armor, I have the, well, not yet, but I will have a thing where I will take 20% chance I won't get critted.
That's
yeah,
true.
I don't have any of that.
You have hidden soldier armor, right?
Rob Tremarco is playing the human operative, Lucan.
Which is actually pretty good. I mean, right now you're at a +3, +5, Jess. If you take the Golem Forged, you'll go up to a +5, +7. So it basically gives you a +2 to all of your armors.
Well, I'm not going to be greedy. If there's somebody who can wear this, I'm already getting the machine gun, so if anybody would really like it, I'm not going to put up a fight.
Well, there's only one person who can wear it.
That would be me.
Yeah, right. Now, for Pollux,
Pollux, you want it?
goes from +2 to +5 to a +5, +7. So you get a +3, +2. So you're definitely going to get a little bit more if you pick it up.
Take
Let's
it.
give Pollux the new armor, and you can wear Pollux's old armor.
Loren Sieg is playing the Yosoki Technomancer, Wayu Willet Unburrow.
That's true. That is an option.
That is
Utilitarian.
not no in Starfinder Society, because you're not allowed to trade.
Even during the game, then give it back? Lending?
Believe it or not, you're not. I think you can lend. Right, you can lend during. They're very, very
Lend.
strict. But yes, you can lend. During.
Is there somebody that we can call and ask permission?
Yes! There is!
Get him on the phone. Let's see it. I want to hear Keely called in on this.
Bob Markee is playing the human mystic, Quinn.
Oh my God! Do not call Jason.
I definitely want to make sure that if I'm going to be having any fun, that I have permission to do so.
You need permission for fun. Please fill out this form in triplicate to have fun.
It's called Thirsty.
Actually, we can't call Thirsty, and we can't call John because they're both at Origins. So, wah wah.
Well,
That's the perfect time to call them.
So Bob has to drive over to Origins and ask him.
Jason McDonald is playing the Lashunta Solarian, Nala Trienzi.
Add it to the list. Add it to the list.
All right.
Bob, drive over, add it to the list of things I need you to do at Origins. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of questions.
Just send me an email. I'll tear right through it.
Okay, you do that.
Take the armor. I don't need your other armor. It would be weird anyway, so let's...
That's true.
It also would slow you down more and, I think, screw up a couple more of your skills.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. Also, in the future, Chris, do you want some of the loot?
Never. Not really.
All right. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I live a life of modesty and reflection.
Good. I understand that. That's wonderful.
I am so broke. I need loot.
All right, let me put this armor on Pollux while you talk amongst yourselves.
I mean, I think the deal is like in society at the end of the adventure, anyone can get that armor, right? I mean, we would
You
even
can buy it.
Yes.
You can buy it. Like I would have to buy it also.
Yeah, you can buy it, but now because if it's on your Chronicle sheet, you can be 2 levels lower than what it is. So if it's level 4 armor, when you're level 2, you can get it and buy it if you want. Otherwise, you have to normally be level 3. So anything on your Chronicle sheet you can get early. That's
What level is this armor?
I think it's level 4. You're making me look things.
I'll check.
Oh, it's level 3, so you can actually get it now. It's level
Right,
3.
but I would have
Really
to
nice.
buy it at the end of the adventure.
I just want a fair share of the
Yes.
cash.
You guys all get the same, unless you die.
Then you get a casket.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of cool advantages to society. I mean, it's all very egalitarian, and you can't really like any loot you get in the adventure you don't get to keep. You have to like buy it at the end if you can.
That sounds amazing.
But you do get all like there's no like everyone gets the same amount of money, right, and the same experience. Although Bob's
Starfinders.
It's all about, who knows if you're going to play with some unscrupulous GM.
right,
Who's
or
like
players.
everyone. Yeah, or players.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes this so much fun. So, by the way, there's also something we didn't really touch about this, but after last week and the way you guys are playing and you kind of were getting close to it, there's a thing called infamy points. And if you do something dishonorable in the eyes of the Starfinder or Pack Worlds, you will get what's called an infamy point. If you start off with none. I think if you get 3, you're kind of kicked out of Starfinder Society. If you get 1, then you'll have a -1 to the level of everything you can buy. So, yeah, and you can get them.
Will be good.
Oh, I'm just saying.
That sounds amazing.
I've been a model citizen.
Model what?
That's funny.
A model bad or model good?
Been a model citizen.
So if you're sitting at a game, a Pathfinder Society game, like in person, and a DM says that you get an infamy point, does he like take your sheet and stamp it with something?
He says infamy point and he puts it on the Chronicle. Yeah.
Nice.
He goes on social media and tells everyone that you are less than.
And anyone you run into in Starfinder Society, when they meet you, they say, "Shun, shun."
What happens if most of your party behaves and one person does the thing that gets us the infamy point?
No, it's per character. It's not for the
Per
party.
character. Okay.
Yeah.
I have nothing to worry about then.
I am so grateful for real life right now.
No, because I could see like being in a con or something, and somebody you don't know decides they're going to pee in the punch bowl and get the infamy point. So,
No, it's just
curious.
it's actually it's infamy and alignment infractions if you want to look it up. And here we go. Basically, yeah, I know it's the whole thing in here.
I
Yes.
think I need to look this up.
Major infractions. Characters who become wantonly evil by performing vile acts, deliberately and or without motive or provocation, are retired from the campaign when they reach 3 infamy and cannot reduce the value by spending fame. This measure is last resort.
So what's a vile act? Not liking the same music as you?
Well, it depends on the music in that case.
It's a combination of the GM's discretion, but there's actually rules in each adventure path saying if you do this, then you can get infamy. Like if you if you're supposed to heal a
murdering
character, right? Like if you're in a character and you're supposed to heal them, and then you decide to kill them and take their stuff, like you get the stuff, but then you get an infamy point. So yeah, so like a character is 0, it's no effect. Infamy of 1. Characters earn a reputation for performing unseemly deeds. If it's 2, the character is renowned for her or his evil exploits in the name of the Starfinder Society. And then you reduce the level of equipment you can buy by 2. And number 3 is the character has earned such a reputation that he is barred from participating in Starfinder Society role-playing guild unless you spend fame to reduce his infamy score at the end of the session.
So, if I recall the characters here, Willett and Lucan are the ones that are high on the danger list of infamy.
Not at all.
So can I just
No.
can I just so I understand this a little? What went on last session that this is being discussed?
I don't know.
there was some debate over whether we fought honorably in the ship combat.
And based on that debate,
And the official rule was as long as we don't attack the back quarter,
Or target life support.
or target life support.
Or taunt.
I don't think we
which you
did either of those.
You
things.
actually taunted.
Hey, that was
The taunt was what the taunt got a little bit
Raunchy.
aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
so taunting.
those were the rules some vest guy set up. That's not Starfinder Society rules. Who cares about some vest guy?
That's not according to Hoyle.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
All I'm doing is telling you, since you guys are new to Starfinder Society. Heck, you're new to Starfinder, some of you.
Yeah,
so-
we'll watch our step. Don't worry, we won't murder babies. Not yet.
Yeah, I think Pollux insulted the entire Vesk race, which was a little bit dodgy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, they are a Vesk.
not.
Oh,
being
sorry. Never
friend-
mind.
So being unfriendly earns you infamy.
No.
No.
No. You can be unfriendly all you want, but I think you guys were toying with the idea of killing him outright, which,
No.
Yeah, you were. I have the audio recording. Someone
idle
you were.
conversation.
We put
not
the
action.
kibosh on it. It's, discussion is not infamy.
I know, but I'm just giving you
Until it is.
Exactly. I'm just giving a little experience, just because in real life, Mr. Chris has done some infamous acts in the name of role playing. Not in this campaign, of course, but in real life, he's done it many.
But not in real life.
Not in real life. Okay, in role playing life, you've done it many, many times.
Right. He was completely acquitted of all that crap that people brought up. We can't even talk about it.
Fresh slate, a fresh start.
Everyone, this is a totally different character. Pollux is the gleaming star of light and honor, right?
Yes. Beacon of Iomede.
Mm-hmm. Anyhow.
Valor, justice, honor.
Anyhow.
So I open the door.
Now, with that, you have found the heavily damaged Kasathian transport ship floating in empty space, and all you see is a slowly flashing orange light at its aft. And just a few miles away, you see the massive storm that is slowly approaching. What do you wish to do? How do you wish to approach the ship?
So that breach on the port. What is that? Is that that's not the engine. That's the what is that? A gun? The weapon wing?
That was like a nacelle that seemed to be torn off. It appears, can't really see if it's open to space or not. However,
actually, last week I asked you, and you said it was exposed to vacuum.
It was exposed to vacuum, but it's very small. However, the aft, the double doors are completely open and exposed to space.
All right.
Can we dock?
Yes, you can dock or spacewalk.
Let's dock.
For sure.
Yeah, you don't want spacewalk? You sure?
No.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds good to me.
It sounds like fun.
It's not fun.
Oh, it is fun for the GM. Okay. You, let's see if you dock. Yep, you dock, no problem. You attach yourself to the Struggle Scholar, and
How big is
What are
this
you gonna
vessel? How big is this vessel relative to ours?
it's a little bit bigger,
So we're kind of doing ass to ass here.
if you wish.
Well, I'm actually eyeballing the map that we have here, and it looks to be about 300 feet across, assuming the 5-foot squares. 50, 100, 152. Yeah, about that. 250 long.
I will go in.
Excellent. I'm right behind you.
I was actually gonna offer to be up front, but as you wish.
Nope, stand next to him. Double doors.
You walk in. The ceilings appear to be about 15 feet high, with walls made of, standard starship materials. The entire chamber is one large airlock, with access doors to the north and the south. Obviously, the south are completely open. Loose netting floats in the gravity-free chamber. A warning light above the interior door flashes every few seconds, periodically bathing the room in a dim orange glow. A small panel next to the door flashes orange in time with the warning light. You guys are in our favorite environment, 0G.
Gross.
That's no big deal.
I activate my mag boots, like in The Expanse.
So, as we learned the hard way, yes, you actually do have the ability to clamp on to the ground and walk on the ground with your boots that are built into all armor.
Hooray.
All right, so standard procedure, is there a way to repressurize this room from this side of the door, this side of the bulkhead?
Give me an engineering check.
Okay.
I like the idea. I imagine we all have to move inside, so I'm going to do that.
I mean like we live in space. I don't know this.
Oh, I can breathe in space. I'm fine with that. That's not an issue.
I draw my sword and I keep an eye on that door to the north.
Sun's not out, guns out.
Exactly.
All right, let's close it up. I'll head over to the panel.
Also, could one of you who knows how these mechanisms work, is there any way to get some breathing air and light going on in here?
Working on it, Grandpa.
Oh, thank you, son. I appreciate it.
There doesn't appear to be a panel on the south side, but again, there is that panel on the north side that seems to be blinking in sync with the flashing light.
That's what I'm looking at.
What do you do?
Is it labeled?
In Kasathan.
I can read Kasathan.
Go for it.
How about you, Willet?
I don't speak Kasathan, but I speak computer pretty good.
All right, you're up.
Go for it.
So do we just want an engineering check?
Yeah, engineering. That's fine.
I'm gonna take a look at these crates, or is that just decoration on the map?
No, those are crates.
All right, I'm gonna take a little look at those while they're messing with the door.
I'm going to cover the door while she's working.
Okay, engineering. Yeah, I mean, this appears to be a standard, more or less, depressurized, pressurized panel that you can press.
I press it.
You press the button. The southern doors slowly close, and you start to feel artificial gravity kicking in gradually, and you start to see or feel air filling the room, and a blaring alarm can slowly be heard as air continues to fill the room and it becomes pressurized.
Now, did you just do this room or the whole ship there, young person?
I don't know. Did I do the room or the ship?
You don't know yet.
It
So
depends on which rooms are closed.
yeah. After about 30 seconds, the alarm light stops flashing, and the panel appears to change to a symbol that looks like it will open up this interior door now. So, and you guys can fully hear, and you can fully see the lights. Oh, sorry, the lights do not come on. The ceiling is about 15 feet high. It is dim light. It appears it's only low power emergency lighting that clicked on. So everyone who has dim light or low light vision, you guys can see fine. Otherwise, you humans have a 20% mischance on anything you fight unless you have a light source.
What if I have infrared sensors built into my armor?
Then you should be fine. It's
Yep.
low light vision or dark vision you need. So
Thank you very much.
I have a flashlight attached to my armor.
yes, that will work. It's, I believe, 20 feet.
I have a flashlight attached to Chris's armor.
Then 20 feet in whatever you can see at Chris's
I got my
armor.
own flashlight.
That is right. So, let's see. Nala examines the crates and finds boxes full of mundane equipment used to adapt to non-standard airlocks, make minor repairs, and so forth. They're very large, very bulky, designed for this ship only, and appear to have little to no value.
Little to no value. I could definitely say something about that.
Okay, yay.
Well, you've already filled up the ship with ore, so you don't have a lot of room left, and this is really stuff that is useful for this type of Kasathan ship. So it's like a European adapter. You know, it's like, unless you're going to go right there.
You said these are airlock components?
Yeah, they're designed to like interface with the airlock so you can adapt to dock to any type of different ships.
We might be able to use this to deal with a breach if we find one later in the vessel, so just take a note.
Well, we're kind of
Right.
running out of time. So, are you all ready to move?
I'm ready.
I'd like to
Yep,
move on.
sweep and clear.
I'm gonna light up my Solarian weapon just in case.
All right, I'll hit the button, open the door.
You hit the button. Suddenly, a horrifying screech echoes past the sealed door a second before you open it. And then the door opens. Shunk.
What was that? Was that a ghost?
Oh,
I don't know, but it didn't sound good.
I step right up to block the door.
A gruesome trail of blood runs across the floor of the 10-foot wide hallway that runs horizontally across the ship.
That's blood, isn't it?
We
Is
have
it,
a blood trail here, people.
Yeah, there's a nice little blood trail.
is it clear what direction it's moving in?
The blood, I mean, it appears to be going east to west, west to east. You're going to have to examine it. In addition, you see in front of you a shorter hall leads to a door in the north, with two doorways halfway up that hall, exiting to the east and the west. Finally, you have the large airlock seal that covers the southern wall here. That's where you are now. In addition, Pollux notices a double-barreled weapon turret limply hanging from the ceiling, just west of the southern airlock door.
Like right where I'm standing. Ah, great.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that.
That is what you see. So there's a blood trail leading. It's like an upside down T. So you're like at the bottom of the T. There's a blood trail going across the top of the T, and then the bottom part of the T has like two doors, one to the east, one to the west, and one all the way to the north. And there's a turret just hanging in front of Pollux, just sort of hanging out
So
of
it
the ceiling.
Didn't kill me, so I guess it is out of ammo, maybe.
I
And
will-
we
Alright.
make sure of that, engineering persons?
Yeah, I stand perfectly still.
It's 15 feet up in the air.
I will silently signal for Pollux to cover the west approach on the hallway, and I will head to the east corner sneakily and peer around it.
After they have done that, I'm going to move forward and try and do a medicine check to see how fresh the blood is. Obviously, it's frozen in space and vacuum, but if it's only an hour old, if I can determine, then maybe that person's still alive.
This area is not vacuum. It appears to be completely intact of all life support systems. There is only emergency lighting power, so the only area that was vacuum was the airlock. So you're okay with that. Something else is occurring. As the storm is getting closer and closer, you do notice the lights continuously flash on and off, and the power in your suits and your lights, Pollock, flash on and off at random times.
I'm not a fish. It's not pollock. It's pollux.
Pollux,
Yeah.
you randomly have your light is flashing on and off for like a couple of seconds at a time, and all of your electronics seem to be whacking out.
I'm very intimidated.
That's not good.
Yeah, I want to see how old the blood is, if possible. Medicine of 14.
A medicine of 14. So you look at the blood trail. It's pretty old, definitely a couple of months. It's hard to tell more than that, but it's very caked, very dried, and it appears to have not been disturbed since the initial splatitude occurred.
Can I determine?
Can I tell what species it is?
No idea. I mean, you can try, but you're going to need a really, really high check
I'm gonna give it a shot.
and a med kit.
Which regular packed world species don't have red blood?
Well, most. Do you also have a med kit? You'll need a med kit for that.
I have a med kit, so I can try another medicine check to check species.
So do I.
All right, there you go then. Go for it.
Okay, good.
I'll assist you. I failed to assist, and it didn't need it.
No, you assisted just fine.
No, you
Just did not.
assisted. You got a 20, so you assisted on an 8.
I saw those
So-
rolls wrong. I apologize.
Jess got a 10. Jess is like, the blood, it's red. There you go.
Hey, CSI Absalon, there's kind of a storm about to tear us apart. Do we want to hurry it up?
Okay, can I tell which way the blood came from and went to? We
Well,
wanna
you
know
can, I
where
can see
went.
it. If you move up, you can see it, can't you?
Which way did it
Perception.
go to?
Perception. Anyone could do that. Anyone can make a perception.
Doing it. 15.
Pollux gets a 9. You need a little bit more than that. little
Quinn
more
gets a
than
24, though.
Quinn got a 15. Jess got a 15.
Two 15s.
Still need a little higher. Still not sure.
Well, if we don't know, we go in one direction. Whoever wants to take a point.
I mean,
take a
it's
point.
going from one door to another, so you might as well
Yes.
just pick
Well, you
one
have
and
two
go for it.
people who
Pick
still
one and
make
go.
rolls
Go.
if you wanna make rolls.
I'm going starboard.
Lucan takes a 9. That just needs Willett. Willett's the only one who didn't make a perception check. If Willett wants to.
No, I need to do one too. Sorry.
I'm just going to stand in front of one of the heavy plate people and just push them forward.
Good plan.
Oh, we're there.
Who's got my back?
I got your back.
Nala gets a 20.
As do I.
Thank you,
There you
sir.
go.
Okay, Nala, you can determine that the blood looks like it appears to have gone from the west to the east. So that
Well, we
door
picked
in
right.
front of Jess, it appears to be in front of.
I
What do
wouldn't
you
mind
wish
getting
to
off
do?
the ship as fast as we can.
I agree.
Great. I try to breach.
I would say just open the door, but let's prepare for something to come out from behind us from the south.
Sword drawn, flashlight at the ready.
The door
Stay behind me.
is locked and will not open.
Does it
no.
need a card key?
Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks.
Yes, it does appear to need a card key.
Wait, good thing we have an expert in this sort of thing. Lucan,
No.
you have the skills.
Willet can do it. She's the best at things.
Is this something that engineering or computers would solve?
Engineering solves it.
Engineering.
In the meantime, Lucan, do you want to try?
How about an 11?
Willet
Oh, no.
a 1. Willet does not have the skills to pay the bills.
That's right.
I'm too scared right now.
When Willet goes up to touch the panel, I think another door goes in place to lock it again.
All right, I will assist you, Willet. Try again.
Okay then.
I did not assist you
Lucan
because I suck.
fails, rolls a 15. Not only can you not unlock this door, but it appears to be well beyond any of your pay grades. You're going to have to find that key. And the door is way too heavy to try to even break into or force your way through since it's starship metal. Maybe if you had time, you can do it, but obviously you got to find a way to open this door using the traditional way.
I think we-
I try.
I head across the hall and try the other door.
Yeah,
There we
let's
go.
just do a
Yep.
sweep and clear.
We're right here. Open the door.
Okay, you go across the hall.
The other choice would be to go back to where the blood trail emanated and see if there's a key, some sort of key there.
We can do
Yeah,
that
but we're
next.
here now. So
Are you guys ready to open up
yes.
the southeast door?
So how about that door?
we open the door.
You open the door. 4 beds line most of these tidy crew quarters. Each bed is neatly made with a prominent item placed on top its center. Above the beds are slightly sealed storage compartments. A single-tier metal shelf curves around the southwestern wall, its surface pristine but entirely empty.
I wave the rest of the team in and take up a cover position in the hallway facing west.
We're looking for survivors, right? There's none in here. Let's go.
Could you
We
describe
have key cards.
what one of those key card things might look like? Because if these were crew, maybe one of them had one to get around the ship. Maybe in their storage.
Willard, if you feel like we need to hustle, why don't you come with me?
I want to stay where everyone is. Safety in numbers, as they say.
So do you want to rush or do you want us to have safety in numbers?
I want to get off this ship before we all die.
Lucan rolls a 13 in perception.
18,
Quinn rolls
looking
an
for a
18
key card in
perception.
this.
Okay, well, for that, you look around and there appears to be one item on each bed. One of the items appears to be an electronic scale model of the Indari, rotating slowly in air above smooth sand. Another bed holds a personal data pad, flashing with a low battery warning. Another one seems to be holding a baton of some sort. And the last one has a book on it. There's also compartments on the beds, and they appear to be locked.
Oh wait, we were supposed to bring back any personal effects if we
Yeah.
find them.
Let's
So-
scoop them up and look at that data pad.
Yep.
I will try these foot lockers, starting with the one on my one in front of here.
Engineering or strength check to open up a locker.
Engineering it
And
is.
the data pad has the low battery warning. It does not appear to turn on.
I have a +2 to open lock with my engineering lockpick devices.
Okay, Mr. Lucan, you do that.
Hold on. Where the hell did it go?
All that
Wow.
weight, and he rolled a 1.
Terrible.
Yeah, you didn't open up it up.
I'm going
You
to try a
didn't
strength check on the one near me.
open it up. Okay.
I'm gonna try again on another one.
Ooh, that's a 20.
Yes, a 20 strength check. You rip it open, no problem. Opening it up is the equivalent of opening all of them up, so you just go around ripping them all open.
Oh, good. Thank you.
And inside you find a total of 3 basic medkits.
Super.
Great. Well, we'll take them because you never know when they'll come in handy. But otherwise, if that's all we find,
Let's
move out.
go.
Let me see that data pad. I think I can turn it back on.
All yours.
You take the data pad. Again, it just has the low battery warning light.
So could I use a transfer charge to transfer 1 round from my rifle into that data pad?
Ooh, cool.
Sure. You could also use a flashlight or similar battery. Anything can really...
Oh, even better. Somebody give me your flashlight.
I need this to see the things I want to shoot.
Pollux hands you his flashlight.
Okay, so I take the flashlight on one end and I wrap it in copper, and I take the data pad on the other side and I wrap that in copper, and in between them is like an old-timey AM radio, and I turn the dial all the way from the left all the way to the right to do the spell transfer charge.
Cool. Love it. Is that a cantrip or level 1 spell? I forget.
That's a cantrip.
Excellent. So you cast it, you manage to spark it back up to life, and it goes right to where it last left off, and that is a log. Do you wish to look at the log?
I give it to someone else. It's already bored me.
Well, it's all in Kasathan, so it would have to be someone who can read Kasathan.
I can read Kasathan. I speak Kasathan.
Well, there's what you see. You might want to read it for the audience. This one's going to take a little while.
All right. Record 1. I am worried about Yato. She is furious about what happened at the Bulwark and seems to be withdrawing more and more. She didn't even attend this morning's spar. Instead, I battled against Blue Sky 101, who is a skilled opponent but lacks the same vitality and understanding of honor. I thought Yato would at least work some of her anger out by taking baton to Bot. Perhaps it is her youth getting the better of her. I will give her a few days to restore her balance. Record 2. The loss of Yato is unbearable, and to make matters worse, the damage to the ship was more extensive than we thought. The captain sent out a distress beacon in the drift, but it is too dangerous to stay in this minefield. So we have returned to the material plane. When we return to the Yadari, I hope the Adata, will accept Yato's body and grant me dispensation to query her soul. I guess an Adata is a rank or a position.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to speak with her one last time and ask her why she was in the cargo hold when we were hit. For now, I have shrouded her body and placed it in the sparring chamber. Record 3. At first, I thought it was a dream, a nightmare. I walked into the sparring room and there was Yato, but changed. She swung at me from across the room, but I felt her hand rip through me as though I were made of paper. Oh boy. I tried to subdue her with the sparring equipment, but my blows simply passed through her. It took all of us armed with force batons to eventually lure her into the captain's quarters, where the captain sacrificed herself to trap Yato, or whatever she has become, within her suit's force field. Keela has rigged one of the ship's batteries to amplify the field and keep the creature contained, but we may soon be faced with fighting this thing for our lives. Final record. As our forebears face the dimming of Kasath's sun, so do we know that our ship's power reserves near its end. Traska has encrypted our ship's log, and tonight we will gather in the mess to partake of our final meal. We have placed our sacred items atop our beds, as tradition requires. I hope those items, as well as something of the captain, our pilot, and even Blue Sky 101, find a safe return to the Adari, should we not. Eloritu guide us. This was written by Teliu Daviad Mord of Clan Ferris, House Elwood, Truth Keeper of the Ferris Stone.
Poor girl.
Yeah, she's probably still on the ship.
Now, this is where I want to confirm. Did we actually get those items from on top of their bed? Did we gather
Yep.
them all? All right, and we respectfully placed them somewhere they wouldn't be damaged.
Respectfully bag them up.
So one of those batons, is that a force baton?
You can do a engineering check.
Or can I just, like, pick it up and turn it on?
There's nothing to turn on.
Okay. Somebody roll engineering and then...
I do not have engineering.
So are you going to come bring it to me? Does everyone just hand me
Actually-
all of their technical garbage?
Correct.
Actually, I have knowledge engineering. Hold on.
Yeah, but it's probably not as good as...
Pretty good.
Will it?
Let me check it out. I forgot.
Whatever gets it done.
Well.
13.
Hold it up in front of Willet's face. Anything it is, whatever it may be.
Oh, if it's shiny, that's definitely exciting.
Soldier
Looks
oh,
like
yeah.
an 18.
18. Yes. This is not something common, hence you didn't know what it was. The soldier also might have known because soldiers have some abilities. This is a...
Jess is a soldier.
Oh, yeah, I know, but that was if the engineering failed. A Darien Force Training Baton. This looks like a normal tactical baton, except it's much thinner and much lighter. The baton has a passive nano-engineering such that if you swing it hard enough through any atmosphere, it creates an electromagnetic force. This one actually appears to be very nice, and it actually is engraved with the lengthy lineage of titles of its owner. So this appears to be a sort of super, baton. It's no different in power. It just appears to be much nicer. This is a second level uncategorized basic melee weapon. It does 1d4 bludgeoning damage. However, if it is wielded by a character with at least 12 strength, it will turn into force damage through the electromagnetic force and the nano-engineering.
Pollux, I feel like you should probably swing this at a ghost if need be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty strong. I have 15 strength, OOC. But yeah, and I only use melee weapons, so...
Would you do the honors?
Yes. Yeah, I'll wield the baton. I actually have the baton in one hand and my sword in the other. Is it considered what kind of weapon? It's an advanced melee weapon?
No, it's a uncategorized basic melee. Anyone can use it.
Yeah, I've got a generic one. All right, I say we roll over to the west end, so we'll head to the port hallway.
Yep.
And so you have the personal data pad, the force baton, there was a book, and there was the scale model of the
Well, why don't you deal with that door to the north first?
As you walk past the central hallway,
Oh no.
the turret starts to track everyone as they're walking through the hallway.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't doing that before.
I try to keep it very cool and just walk like I didn't do nothing.
You got it.
Serpentine.
That just makes you look silly before you die.
Alright, I recommend the door to the north, just so nothing's behind us when we open the larger room.
That's why I'm standing there. I try the non-bloody door first.
Excellent.
The door to the north, where then the cell was blown off. You ready?
Maybe we shouldn't open that?
Well, so we're going to be sucked out into space. I hold on to something.
Yeah, let's brace ourselves. It might be a vacuum action.
Everybody get clamped before I open this.
Yep.
Clamp, braced.
Clamp and turn on mag boots.
You ready?
Go.
Ready?
This northern wall of this chamber is so forcefully compacted that the chamber extends only about 10 feet from the door. Several person-sized crates are fused into the distorted hull, obviously melted by extreme heat. Space is visible between several gaps in the northern wall, accentuated by the occasional shimmer of a force field. So basically it looks like everything in this compartment was sucked 10 feet in front of you to the north wall, melted, and the few gaps that you see are actually being held in place by a force field.
What a shitty funeral.
And nothing else in there?
You guys know what those boxes.
You're going to have to go in.
Let's go.
I go there.
Yeah, check it out.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, that I do have.
Pollux, 21. Yeah, you notice that there appears to be a pattern of fluids around the edges of one of the force fields protecting the hole. There's also a computer terminal next to the door. So that is what you notice. Quinn also notices the same thing. Quinn, give me a medicine check.
Alright.
Jess also notices it.
22.
Quinn does a medicine check and can see that the pattern of it appears to be android fluids and alien blood splatter amongst the edges of one of the force fields.
What kind of alien?
Per Jess's question earlier, can I tell what alien species that this splatter might belong to? Obviously, my underlying question is if it's the crew or invaders.
Right.
It appears to not be Kasathan, but other than that, you do not know.
Well, that in itself tells us something. Okay, it was a Kasathan crew.
There is a computer terminal over here if someone wants to take a look. I don't know from that.
Yes, there is a computer terminal over there as well.
Is it safe in there?
It's safe. It's
I head back out into the hallway to make room for the little rat.
I can take a look. It's a Yosokai, thank you very much. I'll take a look at the computer.
all right. I will cover you and make sure nothing gets you.
I cover him in the little rat.
That's racist.
Nope, that's not what that word means.
Species?
Speciesist.
Oh, I guess I should probably be rolling a computers.
Yes, we're waiting for you. 16. Yeah, you can't. You're having trouble accessing this computer. You can try again.
I will try again. Maybe someone who speaks Kasathan could tell me what some of these words mean.
I will assist you.
There you go. 25.
Nice.
Yeah, now with a little bit of help of Lucan's showing you, it's like, no, you got that's wrong, this is wrong, that's wrong, and you're like, oh. The terminal adjacent to the door, you could see kind of the last few commands, and it identifies that the field was last lowered using the authorization of crew member named Blue Sky 101. And it looks like that this Blue Sky 101 was the last one to lower this force field, and then it seemed to automatically go up after a certain amount of time.
I'm guessing Blue Sky 101 sounds like an android name.
That's the android.
Why would he have lowered the force field?
Maybe he spaced himself.
He might have lowered it to lure. Didn't they mention something about luring it in and then turned it on? I don't know.
Yeah, they tried to get it out of there.
Yeah, but to the captain's quarters.
Seems fairly heroic.
In addition, Jess, when she did her roll, she noticed her perception roll way back earlier that some of the crates seem to have some stuff in them still.
Crack it open.
Definitely.
You all want me to turn the force field off?
No.
No.
You're insane. That is not happening.
No, don't do that.
We can. We don't have to turn it off to look in the things, right?
No.
I look at the crates with my perception.
Lucan looking through one of the fused cargo containers, and it seems to have a right arm and left leg
of a
Okay.
humanoid-looking creature. It's probably a medicine check. Could figure out what this is.
I've got body parts in here, Quinn.
All right, let me take a look at that.
I'm on that.
Pollux jumps up and gets a 16. Anyone else want to try their hand at figuring this out?
Nope.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Jess gets a 10. Quinn gets an
Nope.
8.
I leave the room. This is too gross.
They were limbs of an android or an android-type creature. They were torn off by a creature with vicious claws.
This is
All right.
gonna be sweet.
Even though the android
All
would be subject to Kasathan culture, we probably could bring those back as kind of remains of the android.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I will take a knee and I will say a silent prayer to the fallen here in the name of Iomidi.
Guys, if this happens to me, you make sure to bring my limbs back too, okay?
We'll put all your guts and limbs in a bag. You got it.
Not a problem at all.
I can go in the same bag as the android. I'm not really picky.
Yeah, we should all be in one bag for economy's sake.
Praise Yamade. I head out and try the south door.
Okay, let me know when you're ready to open it.
Or wait, just as a sort of a general ship knowledge check, do we remember which one is the captain's likely to be the captain's quarters?
I think
Yes,
it's the locked
it was
one.
the locked one.
Okay, just making sure.
Ooh, that's gonna be where it is.
And we know why.
Yep.
Open says me.
You
Sparring.
open this door. A single door opens into this open space. Just inside the doorway, the entry floor is caked with blood, and several batons and shuriken are scattered throughout the room. A single sparring mat covers most of the center floor. An alcove along the eastern edge houses a weapon rack filled with several kinds of batons and a dozen fine shuriken. On the opposite wall is a pad of self-healing foam with the colorful abstract targets painted on it. A four-armed metal robot stands in the southwest corner of the chamber.
I greet it.
Nothing happens.
I head over and check it out.
I move over to the weapons rack.
As soon as you walk into the room, it says something in Kasathan.
What does it say?
It proclaims its readiness for a duel.
It's a droid.
This may be the one.
Can you tell it to stand down?
Can I talk to it?
Blue Sky 101.
It appears to be floor-mounted, four-armed sparring robot. It spurs to life and continues to ask and proclaim it is ready for a duel.
I got an idea.
Dual robot
Can you tell?
analysis.
Oh,
Tell me
It
about
is
your last
ready for a duel.
fight. That's it.
I got an idea. Can you tell it to stand down for now?
Robot, stand down. No fight.
Blue Sky 101. Stand down.
Ready for a duel.
Okay, stop.
I head out of the room.
I think it's ready for a duel.
It shuts itself down.
Thank you.
Are any of these other batons force batons?
Let's see. When the robot shuts itself down, a set of running lights leads to a panel in its back that you see. In addition, you do notice on the weapon rack there appears to be force batons there, shuriken, battle gloves, a whole bunch of things actually.
What are battle gloves?
Sentius
Punch hard.
battle gloves. Do you want to you want to rummage through the rack, Pollux?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You find one force training baton, that's the one that you have. You find 10 carbon-edged shurikens, 8 tactical batons, 4 Sestius battle gloves, 2 serums, and there also appears to be shuriken kind of like around the room.
I don't have a good range solution, so actually I wouldn't mind collecting up some of the shuriken and keeping them on me.
And what are these serums? Are these healing serums?
You'll have to do a check on those.
What kind? Some kind of magic check?
That's a good question. Give me a second.
Medicine?
It's probably healing. I mean, they kept it in the sparring room. What else are you going to keep in the sparring room?
Drugs.
They're not healing. You would actually know what healing looks like. Healing is the same in all cultures.
What are they?
They're magical. I detect magic on them.
I detect magic.
Oh my god, you guys.
Damn it, I was slow.
The competition is wonderful.
Well, you're not even in the room, so you...
That's a fair point.
They are magical.
mysticism. I say, old man, get in here.
Mysticism to identify them.
Are you referring to me? Because I'd like to think of myself as simply a mature individual. I think old is a little actually ageist, is the common
Oh,
phrase.
yeah, sorry.
You call everyone young one. I don't want to hear it.
Venerable.
Venerable wise man Quinn.
That's right. Show respect, young person. That's all I'm saying. Someday you'll be my age, if you're lucky.
Yes, sir.
I'm not so good at telling what this is, so
All right, I'm rolling. 25, mysticism.
nice.
Yes, you know what this is. This is a serum of enhancement. Commando. There's 2 of them. If you drink the serum, you get a +2 insight bonus to acrobatics and athletic checks, and you gain temporary hit points equal to half its level. Basically, you get 1 hit point temporary, and you get +2 to your acrobatics and athletics for 1 hour. There are 2 serums.
I don't think that's what Go Commando means.
It is now. I'll take one.
Take one. Here you go. Anyone want it?
I'm more acrobatic when I go commando.
Yeah, it's freeing.
I don't think I need physical stats, so I'm cool.
May I have one?
Yes.
Thank you.
I drink it.
You drink it right away.
It's an hour, right?
Yes.
Last an hour? Then I drink it
Yes.
right now.
Okay,
We
hold
probably
on.
don't even have an hour on the ship.
Right.
We might not have an hour period. I chug.
Chug.
Good idea. All right. Chris is going to hold on to his because he wants loot.
I don't have one.
Oh,
No,
okay.
there's only, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. The Cestus, actually.
Yeah.
I'll put on a pair of the battle glove Cestus.
Do you want to say what they do while you're looking at it?
Yeah, battle gloves are popular economical choice for mercenaries and guards. These durable nylon web or aramid gloves hold a weighted plate over the wearer's knuckles. You can hold other objects or weapons in hand while wearing a glove, but you can't use the glove to make attacks while doing so. So you're always armed when you have one of those on.
That's interesting.
If I may, by the way, if they are a pair, it is actually cestii.
Exactly, from the Latin.
There's 4 of them. So what's 4?
There's
From
four pair.
No, there's 4 pair. Yeah, there's 4 pairs of them.
That's 8 all day.
Yes, that is 8 all day. Well, 4 pair
Just
for
for-
them. You see, now if they were Kasathan, does that really mean it was only 2 pair? Because they have 4 arms?
Right.
That's true.
Actually, it's not 4 pair, it's only 4. It's not a pair. Because you only put one on one
Oh,
hand at a time.
4.
Oh, I'll wear one.
because it's a one-handed weapon. Dun dun ching. So this actually was one set for
That's
one
true. That
Kasathan.
makes sense.
There you go.
I'll put one on my left hand,
So much math.
just like the king of pop, the one gloved one. Anyone want one of these?
Jess, you should take one.
Should I? All right.
Just since you can wear it and hold the gun, right?
Yep.
The machine gun isn't a two-hander.
You can hold the weapon with it on just in case.
Yeah, it's actually both. It's you can hold it while wielding the machine gun. It's basically a gauntlet. If
As
we're
long
playing
as it doesn't mess
Pathfinder,
with my grip.
it's a gauntlet.
It's like a spiked gauntlet or something. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's very good actually because
Yeah.
you can always provoke now. I mean, you can
Yeah.
threaten in a way.
There's two more. Does anyone want to wear anyone?
Well, and also, if it's right next to you, you don't want to provoke with a ranged weapon, you just simply punch it.
There's two more if anyone else wants them.
Alright, I'll put one on unless it's barred to me. So that I can actually threaten.
Basic
if I have
melee
to be
weapons.
across.
Everyone
Great,
can have
there we
it.
go.
I'm good.
Got one more.
I'll wear two if no one wants the other.
Hell
one.
yeah, punchy puncho.
You don't need to.
Well, why not? I might need to.
You might
No.
need to.
Okay, weirdo. You have two on.
What if one of his hands gets cut off? What then?
Exactly.
Well,
Luke
then
Skywalker.
you have bigger problems. Let's see, Miss Nala. Are you getting the shuriken?
Yeah, though I'm trying to figure out if I can even use them. I mean, throwing
They're
weapons.
1d4, 10 feet draw and throw.
I mean, I don't have a ranged attack, so I might as well just in case.
And thrown things are all strength based thing.
They're special one-handed weapons. So if you give me a second, I can see if you can even use them.
Do you need a sidearm?
Oh wait, I have a gun. What am I saying? I'm an idiot. Oh, I'll still take them anyways, just as treasure.
Okay. While you are doing that, you notice that there was a hollow projector in the ceiling with one of the shuriken lodged in it.
Oh.
In addition, there is 8 tactical batons, and there's one more force baton if anyone wants that.
Yeah. Does someone want that force baton?
Not I.
What's your strength, Jess?
I can use it, but if anyone is more melee focused than me, I'd rather they get a crack at it.
You have the best shot if it's a force baton.
Then I'll
I can use it, but I assume my Solarian weapon's better than that, anyways.
Yeah.
I'll gladly take it if nobody wants it.
Yeah. Go for it.
All yours.
I take the force baton. I'll swap out my tactical baton for it.
What about this hollow projector? Is there anything interesting about that?
Yes,
And computer engineer?
that's correct. You can
Isn't
maybe
it
bring
like-
it back to life.
Isn't it like 15 feet off the ground?
Yeah, well, Nal is really tall, and she kind of uses her solar weapon to knock it out. So yeah, you guys might have to do a little jury rigging to get someone up there, but I think you could do it.
We could do the old heave-ho hoist like a
Here, stand on my shoulders.
like a cheerleader pyramid.
Can we just get that robot over here and we can just climb it?
The robot's bolted to the ground, though, I think.
He also
Oh,
might
is
punch
it?
you.
I don't like either of those.
We can do something pretty cool with that robot later. We just gotta sit tight.
So let me know if anyone's doing anything.
Well, if someone wants to kind of boost me up, I can try to take a look at it. I have decent computers.
I will help you with that.
Do we have to do any skill checks to get up there, or should I just give you a computers check?
You're not under pressure. I presume you guys are.
Yeah, we
skilled
lift and
enough
help.
to get them up there.
Take
Yeah.
a 10.
Exactly. Nala, while doing the pyramid, manages to repair the projector enough to replay a small holovid. You see in front of you a holovid of some skirmish. It's grainy and it cuts out periodically before ending when you see a crew member throwing a shuriken that passes into the projector itself. Guess someone would have to give me a perception check to sort of figure out what you're looking at, because it's kind of grainy and distorted.
You better let me.
Nala gets a 14, Lucan
27.
gets a 10. Quinn, with his expert knowledge of 27, actually understands what he sees. It appears that there is a fight of some sort. It looks like a skirmish between a living crew member against some beast that's semi-corporeal. And at the end, when they throw the shuriken, it goes right through the incorporeal-ish creature and hits the projector before it dies.
Can we collect the holovid?
No, you can
Download it.
You can download it, but that's
we download
it. Yeah.
yeah.
The family deserves to see that.
Yes, you can download the short video. It's only maybe like 30 seconds long. But yeah, it does look like there was a furious battle, and that is where it left off.
Can we post it up on SpaceTube?
Yeah, but not here, you can't.
All right. I'm moving.
The
out.
only other thing in here is the panel behind the robot's back. What's up with that?
That is, there appears to be a panel behind the back.
Can I percept that?
Sure, there's a panel there.
I open the panel.
Give me a strength check.
Okay. It's +2.
10. You are not quite strong enough, but you can try again. As you do it, it whizzes to life and is like,
There we
ready to spar?
go. No.
And then you roll a 22 and you rip the panel right off of the poor thing. And sure enough, it appears to be a battery compartment.
Oh, we need those batteries.
Take them batteries.
This actually is a very large battery, much bigger than the ones that you use for day-to-day use, like, for your guns and stuff. There's appears to be like a car battery.
My guess is we will have to refresh that force field to contain whatever killed the rest of the people.
That's a good idea. All right, so and this, you said this robot is it's bolted, it's like stuck in this corner, right?
Yeah, it's stuck in the corner, and as soon as you take the battery out, it just goes and it stops talking. Then the lights all go off.
Poor little guy.
All right, I give the battery to Willett.
Is it heavy?
So here you go. Oh no, it's just light.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's like 5 bulk.
What?
No, it's like
It's
light.
light
It
to
doesn't
me.
even say it's light bulk.
All right, I guess we press on, and I'm armed with the baton instead of my longsword. Oh, I'm concerned about this turret though now.
You should be.
Well, guess what? You should be, because guess what happens?
It opens fire on us.
Pretty much. As you walk into the hallway, Jess and Pollux, first ones into the hallway, the turret spins, facing them with a pulsating red light between its twin barrels, and suddenly opens fire. Except there appears to be no ammo.
Oh, thank God.
It just results in an intensifying whine of spooling weapons, but nothing ever happens.
Aw.
In the extended version of Aliens,
Yes, that's exactly right.
the guns ran dry.
That's exactly what happened. It's just sitting there spinning and spinning and trying to fire, and the lights flashing sporadically, but nothing happens. But it is tracking you.
I feel
Poor thing.
I feel bad for all of the machine intelligence on this ship.
I throw a shuriken at it.
Don't be a dick.
You don't even have one.
I don't have one.
Unless you took one.
No, I didn't.
Head it around the corner.
That's a dishonorable weapon.
What the hell is dishonorable about?
I throw a shuriken at Pollux. Not like very hard, but
Yeah.
just enough to ding off his armor.
Hey, it causes a bleed.
Okay, so you've gone to the north corridor. There appears to be 3 doors. One to the west, one to the east, one to the north.
Left side first.
I vote port door. Yep.
Always.
I wait for Jess.
Yeah, Quinn's way in the back. There you go. There you go.
I'm catching up now.
You have your cane.
Well, I call it a staff, but yes.
Open sesame.
The west.
Yes.
So, west. Port out, starboard home.
You open the door. Cracks mar the surface of this room's western wall. A constant thrum of power is audible within the area, clearly emanating from an immense engine embedded in the northern wall. A standalone module sits opposite the only entrance to this room, but the thick cable that should connect it to the humming engine is split. 3 rectangular stacks of batteries fill the southern end of this engine room.
So many batteries.
Unlimited power.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
So the cables broke?
No, they seem to be split. And it's hard to tell if it was done on purpose or accident. You have to do a little bit of a check for that.
I mean, I'm obviously just gonna fix this.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, give me a engineering
Now,
check.
I've been watching movies, and holding 2 power lines and just pulling them together, doesn't that make you dead?
I have rubber gloves. Sit back, old man.
Oh, okay.
You look at the patchwork of rerouted wires, and it would take an expert more time than you have to reverse engineer it. And you recognize immediately the futility of attempting to reroute power with the existing wires and systems, that you would need days and many more materials than you have here. The damage was extensive. It looks like it actually blew up. It was a result of probably what happened to the West nacelle that sort of rerouted power and blew through all of this, and it sort of did massive damage to not only the wiring, the engine, and the power, and that could be why they were having trouble and were sort of dead in space.
So I'll look at everyone. I can fix it, but not before that storm tears us all apart.
All right, we better press on.
Then forget it.
What about these batteries?
Those are batteries.
There are batteries south of the Kroll. There appears to be several brick-sized starship batteries stacked on metal shelves. There appears to be names for each of these shelves in Kasathan.
Are they all dead?
Lucan?
What do they say? Are they the crew members?
The topmost row is hooked up to an exposed power terminal labeled Mess with a black marker. Another power terminal is labeled Bridge. And they appear to be mostly, if not all dead.
Is one of them captain's quarters? Is the power still on in the captain's quarters that's holding a force field to keep the monster at bay?
No. There appears to be one attached. There's one for Mess and one for Bridge.
Okay.
And which ones are still powered?
None.
All dead.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have a battery we could... Well, I guess we'll see what's up. I'm guessing that the Mess is the door to the east. Watch.
That's logical.
Let's check it out.
Meanwhile, the storm is getting closer, and the lightning surging through the ship is continuing to make the lights flicker on and off and messing up your power on your components as well, by the way.
All right, eastern door.
Does Jess open it?
Yes, sir.
Jess opens the door. A 10-foot wide communal shower stands along the south of this room. A rack of toilets rests within the north. You'll also see a rack of towels rests within reach, while a trio of sinks and toilet stalls covers the rest of the room. A single door admits access to this washroom, which you opened.
Communal shower.
Do we actually have a moment or two? Because I have to say, with my prostate, I could actually use this for just one moment.
I'm not going to bathe your prostate.
No, we're on mission. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's nice to at least put doors on those stalls. I don't know. Do we even bother with this?
No. I mean, search it real quick. But other than that...
All right, I'll do a quick reception.
And quick look for personal effects or for the ID card.
Natural one. I see nothing.
Okay, well, Quinn does nothing. What does Pollux get? Pollux gets a 10. The water actually appears to be working, by the way, as do the toilets, if you want to try to use them.
There you
Lucan
go.
notices, nice 27. It's like, yeah, this actually still works.
That's it?
Yeah,
And the garbage and all that?
Oh, yeah, you don't see anything. I mean, do you want to turn anything on? Flush the toilets, turn on the showers, do any of that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll turn on the sink. What the hell? I want to see blood come out.
Yeah, that's obvious it's going to happen.
You turn on the sink. The water turns on. It is a nice, clean, clear water that turns into a deep crimson, the color of blood, for a few seconds before it turns back to its regular consistency.
Does it really?
Yes.
I was just saying that.
At least
That's
it
crazy.
wasn't predictable.
Yeah, it wasn't predictable. All right, you know what? That intrigues me. Is that like I shake my head? Did I really see that? Did anyone else see that?
I was watching you.
Huh? What's going on in there?
Yes, you saw that too, Pollux, if you were watching him.
Oh, Pollux, we saw the water briefly was blood and then water again.
I turn on
Did
the
I
shower.
miss something cool? I run in and try all the fixtures.
Yeah, turn on the shower.
All the rest of them appear to be totally clean water.
God damn it!
I'm a little worried about your mental states there, Mr. Lucan and Pollux. Have you actually considered seeking psychological treatment?
All right, let's focus. Let's focus to the bridge.
Focus to the bridge.
Yeah.
Man, Man, there better be something angry on the other side of this.
Oh,
I'm just
don't
saying.
worry, it's coming.
I'm just saying, following space horror movie tropes, I am not going to believe that they saw the red blood coming out of it at all. I'm going to ignore it and assume there must be something wrong with them and not the ship.
Space sickness.
Space madness.
So what are you doing?
I take the door.
The door will not open. It appears to be not locked. It has no power.
Ah,
Alright,
okay.
So we got
Battery.
We know what to do here.
We got to
Put the
fire up the
battery-
bridge battery.
We take our. I'll take the robot battery and hook it up to the bridge terminal.
Do you do that, will it?
Yes. Do I need a skill check for that?
No. So there's no bridge. There's mess and there is bridge.
I thought you said it was the bridge.
Oh, sorry. Duh. Okay, you hook it up to the bridge.
Other bridge.
Battle bridge.
Your left bridge.
Do you try to open the door?
Yes.
Sure.
Nothing happens.
Oh, so this may be the mess then. Let's try that.
There's still no power.
Try the mess then.
I will try the mess.
Yeah, because we haven't seen the mess. So the mess probably mess and then another door and then bridge. That's what it is.
I mean, the bridge would...
Will it puts the battery? Do you put it on and attach it to the mess?
Yes.
As soon as you do that,
Roll for combat!
you hear an explosion to the south.
Oof.
And
To the south?
yes,
Oh, shit.
to the south.
Quinn! No!
Could you be a little more specific?
In a second.
I mean, where is south in space, really?
You mean aft?
South, aft of the ship. Just for that.
Just checking.
Something starts attacking Quinn with an absolute 1 and misses Quinn, but there is projectiles firing at him. Jess is up.
From that turret?
I run the hell in front of Quinn.
So you got to move in a standard, so you can move. Now you have a really low movement. You only have 20 movement, so
I'm only moving
that's-
15, baby.
That's 15. Okay.
And I'm
So what are you doing?
setting my sights down the hall. I see anything?
What are you, human?
Yep.
So you cannot
With the
see
flashlight.
past 20 feet. It's
Oh.
dim light, so you're gonna have to give me a perception check.
Cool.
With a flashlight?
It's only 20 feet. This is way past your vision.
Whatever, let's just play.
Nope, you don't see anything. You know something came from the south. You
I fire.
do s-
I'll fire a
you do
burst
see-
straight south.
No, that's your check. You're done. That's an active roll.
I'll check it out.
Lucan's up,
I have dark vision thanks to my armor.
and dark vision is 30 feet.
60 feet. Are you kidding me?
Some of them are 30, some are 60.
Let me check my armor. Let me see.
Maybe if you move up closer to the monster that's going to kill you.
That's fine. We gotta do it anyway.
Wait, what are you looking up?
My infrared sensors, 60 feet.
Okay. You can kind of see to the southwest there where that turret was like following you. There appears to not be there anymore, and like some smoke and small amount of fire is coming from that. It appears to be gone. However, in the southeast, there appears to be a brand new turret that is tracking you.
Great. I will shoot at it.
Go right ahead. With what? What did you have out?
I have in my hand. I have my tactical pistol. You know what? It's in my holster. And guess what? I call it to my hand with magic.
Nice. You can do that.
I have
That is cool.
called. Do I get trick attacks on robotic turrets?
Too late. You had to declare it. It's a full round action. Too late to do it.
Oh, right. I can't move and do that, right?
Nope. It's a full round action.
Actually, no, you can move. and
I
do that.
can, but I have
Yeah,
to
but
kinda
here,
say
but he
it.
can't use a swift action.
No swift action when you do a full
It's,
attack.
nope. Can't. That's the whole point.
That's weird.
No, it's a full action. Full action uses everything up,
Oh, including swift.
including swift. You roll an 8. Well, you roll the 3 for an 8, and you miss.
Okay.
Quinn is up. Quinn cannot see this.
So- I cannot see it. Okay.
The turret, a new turret has appeared.
Has it attacked us? Is it? Are we in
It-
danger?
Yes, it shot you.
Stay
Quinn.
behind. Stay behind me, sir.
Oh, I'm okay. I can't really see where it is right now. Could one of you nice people maybe shine a light in that direction? I'd appreciate it.
We're handling it.
I ready in action. If I see it, I will cast Magic Missile as a full round.
Okay, Nala.
I'm going to attune in like photon mode, and since I at least saw where Lucan was shooting, even if I didn't see the thing itself, I'm going to run down that way and try to find it and attack it.
Okay. You do have dark vision, correct? Or something like that, or low light vision.
I actually don't think Lashentas have that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. You'll just have to get a little closer to see it, but you should be okay. That's close. That's 35. Oh, you have a move of 40.
Yeah, I have fleet. So
Okay, well, here's the issue. It's 15 feet off the ground, so you can't reach it with a melee weapon.
Oh boy, that was dumb.
You can attack it with a ranged weapon.
Well, okay, let me. When at the
You can
point
adjust.
that I can see that it's off the ground, can I stop my movement like there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yep. You are going to have a 20% miss chance because you don't have light, but that's okay. But yeah, you can shoot at it in the ceiling.
Actually, I think my photon mode gives me dim light, but I'll have to check the range
then-
on it.
Well, doesn't matter because you roll a 7 and miss with your semi-auto pistol. Look at that. Then meanwhile, Willet has no idea what's going on because Willet is in the engine room.
All I know is that I saw some folks run past this door, and I heard some explosions and maybe some gunshot.
And you heard me say
Yes.
the turret is shooting at you.
So if I take a step towards this door, can I stick my head out and see the turret with a 60 dark vision?
I'll say you see people facing that, and you look and you see it.
Okay, can I shoot at it?
Yeah, you're going to get a -8, but sure.
Oh, what's the -8 for?
Every person you pass through is a -4. So,
I don't. I don't want to shoot through them. No.
Well, if you can keep moving past them all.
Then you might want to get in front of people.
Oh no, I'm definitely not going to get in front of people. I think I'll stay right here.
There you go.
Sit tight.
Then take the shot and roll 20.
Yeah, I mean you can always crit farm. 5% chance.
I'm going to farm for cover. Can I just take cover behind this wall? I'm really not trying to get shot.
That's a great idea.
You can just walk. Yeah, well, you still have movement. You can move totally against the wall and not have any line of sight and not get shot at all.
That sounds pretty good. And then if y'all get out of the way, I can shoot next turn.
There you
Let's
go.
just do that. We'll just stay alive.
Yeah, look at that. Willet's totally hiding. Willet has gone to the Chris Beemer School of Combat.
I like to stay alive.
Speaking of Chris Beemer, Pollux Dramaticus is all the way in the back with his super heavy armor and only his melee weapons. What are you going to do?
I thought I was all the way in the front, but the tides have turned. Yes.
Ayamida is embarrassed by you now.
All right. She's going to be a little more embarrassed after this move. I take cover in here.
I said it. I said that.
Into a room. Oh God.
I said it.
Ayomide,
Willet and
Paladin.
Pollux are
And-
brothers
Paladin
and
of
sisters in
Ayamide.
arms.
Ayamide.
That's a
And-
smart man in that bathroom.
And I cast
Lawful good hero, right? I'm just
Yep.
checking.
I cast a spell.
Yep. Right.
You know,
Casting a spell.
you
Wow.
know, a thought occurs to me. If that door is open now, we could just go forward and leave this thing here.
Yeah, he didn't say it was open. I don't think it is.
We got to get out this way, so we.
No,
need
I
to take
said
care
as
of
soon
it.
as the battery went in, this all occurred.
I could
didn't
just
try
pull
the
the battery
door.
out. I'm just gonna pull the battery out.
Let's for now, Pollux is in there and doing something.
Well, I'm just casting telepathic message in case I need to talk to anyone telepathically.
Oh God!
In case,
Oh my
so you're
God.
gonna keep asking him every round, is it gone yet? Is it gone yet? Is it safe for me to come out? Is it gone yet?
The first time I'm asked, I say yes.
The thing spins up and tracks Nala. The lights blinking and the twin turrets attack her and hit for 8 points of damage.
Christ.
Jess is up.
Okay, let's see.
It rolled a 29, by the way.
I advance to Nala. Can I see it now with my flashlight?
I'm going to say yes. I think.
Yes,
20
you
feet,
can.
right?
20 feet. Yep.
Does that mean I can also see it? I have ready to action.
Yeah, 20-foot
Yeah, yeah. You're ready, action. Well, give me a second.
Do it.
Yep.
That was the idea.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You go, you try to cast Magic Missile, but since this is not a living thing, nothing happens. Quinn's turn is over. It has to be a living
What?
creature.
Hold
You
on.
can't attack. Nope,
I-
you can't attack a machine.
I light it the fuck up. That means I shoot.
Sure. You roll a 14 for 17 with your machine gun, no less, and get 4 points of damage. You hit it, take some damage. Still,
Steve,
still
I have a
active.
question about the machine thing. I think you might be thinking of Mind Thrust, that it doesn't have a mind.
Nope.
I'm sending Magic Missile. I'm sending energy. It's an energy attack.
It has to be a. If you look at the description,
Check the spell.
Yeah, creature is the only identifier.
not a creature.
Not a creature.
Ah, all right. I didn't know creature had a new definition. All right.
It has to be a. It says right there, creatures must still be valid targets, and it's
Yeah.
not a. It's not a creature.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know creature had a specific definition in Starfinder. Okay.
It self-identifies as a device.
All right.
It's
All right,
like
so
you can't use magic missile on a door or anything that's not a living, sentient, or semi-sentient, or robotic, or being. This is it's a trap. You can't actually attack a trap.
Okay.
I mean, I'll triple check if you give me a sec.
No, that's fine.
well, I mean, look it up. But if it can, great.
Well,
I'm still
look,
going to shoot it.
I'll look it up. Go on with everything else. I did not get my ready to action. It didn't go off because the spell didn't go off. That's fine.
Stay behind me.
I will move, but also ready my trick attack. 30 feet, right there. I will roll my trick attack by calling my gun back and forth through my hands.
Yeah, it's not a creature. It doesn't have a stat block. It's not considered a creature.
All right.
So Lucan moves.
I'm doing my trick attack. Hold on, let me find the skill because the list is a little wonky.
Oh, it's just your whatever.
Right.
Sleight of hand 23.
Yep.
Sure. I don't know how you trick a turret, but go right ahead.
Well, it's trying to track my hands. I mean, you tell me if I can't use it against a trap.
I think you might. I don't know. I think you can. The spells are a little different than this, but I'll double check. Actually, it's easy. If it says, I'll say what it says.
I'm guessing no, because it's all keyed off of like deceiving the target.
Yeah, I'm gonna
or-
say you
I
can't
don't
use
know.
trick attack because it's a little. It's like you startle the foe or trick it.
Right. So if it can't be
I'm
tricked
not
in
gonna
any
say
way,
you can't really trick
like
it.
have it rotate, not look
Yeah.
at somebody else. I don't know
Yeah.
how it works.
I'm gonna say it doesn't work.
Okay. But I hit it anyway.
Yeah, you managed to hit with the 16 and do 4 points of damage. So you still hit it. Nala is up.
I'm going to drop prone
Okay.
and take a shot at it.
Okay. Roll a 2 for a 3. So you drop prone and miss. Well, it is still in there.
All right. So now if I look through the door, do I have a clear shot?
I'll say you. Well, you're gonna have to go through the door to have a clear shot.
I will cautiously do so.
Now you got a clear shot. Now you're in the hallway. It's 40 feet away.
Yeah, my rifle.
Laser
Can't do it.
pistol.
Oh, this
yeah.
is the laser rifle.
Yes, laser rifle. Sorry. Yes, hits for 14. 5 points of damage. Definitely did not like that. Pollux is up.
Good job.
Pollux
front
is
of me.
washing his hands, using the bathroom.
Yep, pretty
Getting
much.
Blood poured on him on every spigot.
I do this. I'm like, wait, why am I over here?
And you hear from 6 voices. We've all wondered that too.
All right, I run to that door and I try to open it.
Bravely runs away.
Oh my god, your bleeding encounters. Excellent.
You're running in the opposite direction.
Okay, you open the door and it opens.
And then I yell out, the door to the north is open if you want to retreat.
We can bleed encounters with everything on the ship at once.
This
That's
is
what
all
I-
I'm going to tell you, what you see.
That's what I yell.
As you open the door, you see a room that resembles a charnel house. There are dead people, blood, viscera. This place looks disgusting. And you just opened up the door.
Awesome.
Let's see what happens. The turret is up. You're already in combat. I can't do it again. There's more turrets. Okay, the turret will whiz to life. Who's it going to track? That is Jess.
I
All right.
Damn. It rolls
Ouch.
a 22 and hits for 12 points of damage to Jess.
All right.
You're already threw all your stamina into your hit points. Quinn is up.
That's all right.
Are you damaged enough to need a heal yet?
Oh yeah.
Well, stamina. How deep into hit points are you? What can we tell?
It looks like she took like 3 or 4.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I move up, and as a move action, I take a Mark 1 healing serum out of and put it in my hand to apply to somebody next round.
I mean, my maximum was 11.
Well, it looks like you mostly took stamina damage and only a few hit
Yeah, I
points.
did. I'm only two down for now.
Yeah, that's. I had asked you, and you said yes. I probably should have just rushed forward. I suppose I'm metagaming by looking at your health.
It's fine. I'm just excited to be here.
Jess is up. Get the blood pumping as you get
Let's
get
rock!
pumped full of 12 rounds of projectile fire. 12 points. It was max damage, by the way. 2d6. So this thing
That
is
was brutal.
brutal. You're up, Jess.
Revenge.
I'm so excited to return fire.
Now you can do something called a full round attack, where you get 2 attacks, -4 for each attack. If you want to try that.
No.
Just letting you know. It is an option. Jess attacks the machine gun. Well, attacks with the machine gun. Rolls a 16 for a 19 and does 2 points of damage on a 1d10. Yes, it is continuing the tradition of the PCs rolling horribly and the GM rolling fantastically. Oh wait, did you want to move, Jess? Are you done? Sorry.
No, man, I'm covering.
You got it, Lucan. You're up.
I take a little bit of cover behind this wall and take a shot.
Okie Roll an 18 for 23 and do 1
I
point
did a Keely.
of damage. Achille.
Well, that's 2 people in a row who did positive damage.
Nala is up.
I'm going to keep with the trend of shooting things.
Remember, you can do a full round if you want.
Actually, you know what? I am going to try to do full round.
I figured you would. You only have a +1, so you might as well try to crit farm or like try to hit with 2 as opposed to 1 because your range is pretty weak. The first attack, 16 for a 13, barely misses.
Would have hit if I would have just done one attack.
Maybe, but you get another one.
It's called missing more.
It could be called that.
Like it's called flurry of missing.
Not really.
Nice.
Yes.
Glory of the kill. Excellent.
Good job, people.
The turret explodes as Nala finally gets that last shot. It's like miss. Then she like takes careful aim and shoots and gets a 19 and does 6 points of damage, full damage, and blows it up. Hey everyone, Steve here. So that was a fun, exciting combat. Do join us next week where we finish the Cries from the Drift adventure. And you'll find out if they live, if they die, or if that incorporeal ghost kills them. Let me tell you, incorporeal, oof, those things are nasty. So a couple of show notes. Whole bunch, actually. A couple of things. First of all, one thing is cover. If you notice, I said something about how each person gives you soft cover and it stacks. So basically, if like 2 people in front of you, then you get a -8 to the attack, and if 3 people, it's -12. And I was talking to some people on the Roll for Combat Discord, and they don't believe it does stack, that no matter how many people are in front of you, you just get a -4. The thing is, I've been playing it this way probably about 70 episodes of Starfinder by now, and I've also played it this way many times with Paizo employees, and not once has it ever been called out as incorrect. So whether it stacks or doesn't stack, that's kind of just the way I've been playing it, and to date it has never been called out, and I've had many of the people from Paizo, including the original authors of Starfinder, play with me, and not once did they say that we were doing it incorrectly. So I will try to find out once and for all if it does or does not stack. I actually don't think it does stack. I think you'd have 100 people in front of you and you still get a -4 as opposed to like a -2000. But the way I've been playing it, it just seems to make more sense that if 3 people in front of you, it's a heck of a lot harder to hit someone with a ranged weapon than if 1 person in front of you. So that's the way we've been playing it. Also, one of the more interesting things that came up is magic missile not working on an object, as well as trick attack. So that's something that's a little unclear in the rules. But one thing is I used kind of the Pathfinder rule set. When in doubt, I always kind of fall back to Pathfinder, and Magic Missile didn't work on objects. And this was not a creature, this was a trap. It was a trap you could destroy with force, but it was not, quote, a creature. It did not have a creature stat block. Therefore, in my opinion, Magic Missile would not work. Although Magic Missile will work on an android or a construct, it doesn't work on things like doors or windows, or in this case, a machine gun. And as for not being able to use a trick attack, same thing. It was not a creature. So whether or not that's wrong or right, I believe that's correct. It's not completely clear in the rules, but using Pathfinder as sort of my basis, that is the way I called it. Finally, one thing you might have heard us do is that whenever someone rolls a 1 on damage, we call it a Keeley. That is because if anyone listens to 1-10, our prior adventure, we had Jason Keeley from Paizo on the show, and he rolled 1s. That's all he rolled. I swear to God, every single one of his damage rolls was a 1. So to mark that occasion, we now call 1s Keeleys. And it's kind of catching on. We were doing it at PaizoCon. He's totally into it. He was doing it with us. We played with him at PaizoCon. He was calling them Keeleys. We're calling them Keeleys. We have a couple more shows recorded. Call them Keeleys there. I got some other Paizo employees calling them Keeleys. So guys, let's try to make this a thing. Whenever you roll a 1, call it a Keeley. Finally, if you have any questions or want to talk to us, check out our Discord channel. You just go to discord.rollforcombat.com and you can join us. We actually play Starfinder on there. We play both live games and play-by-post games, and you can join us. Also, if you want to see what all the characters look like, I post pictures of all the PCs there. And if you want your Starfinder Society character drawn, just contact me and I can show you how we can turn your character not only drawn full color, but make it into a t-shirt as well. I know a lot of people did it for PaizoCon and they got to wear and show their Starfinder Society characters while they were playing. So get yours in time for Gen Con this year. And do check out our new feed for Roll for Combat Starfinder Society. You can find it on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Android, pretty much everywhere. Do give us a nice review if you like the show. And if you just want to subscribe to that feed and just listen to all of our upcoming Starfinder Society podcasts, we have a couple more already in the can. Those will be coming out pretty soon after this. We'll just keep on going, playing through. Got some new ones coming with some new players. Got a couple of good Paizo employees, and that is pretty fun. But next week, we're going to finish up this Cries from the Drift. This is actually known as one of the hardest adventures. I guess we'll find out if they all live or they all die next week. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Starfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com or drop us a line at contact@rollforcombat.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that you can't spell slaughter without laughter.